Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Listeners.
Listen back. Yeah, listeners. How exciting. Once again, thank you.
Hopefully in high def.
Yeah, high def. We've upgraded. We've made another few little tiny upgrades this week. So hopefully if you guys watch, you'll notice.
It will either be a roaring success
or you'll be
looking failure.
You'll be looking at a logo on the screen.
Yeah, we sort of cocked that up last week.
Yeah, it's sort of how it
That
goes.
was my bad. I'll take that one.
That's a week before. We did a raw one last week, and then the week before they're all blurring into one big long podcast at this point. But yeah, thank you for coming back. Welcome to our TED Talk. Welcome to our workshop talk.
Welcome to our heads.
Welcome to our heads for another beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, beautiful day.
It's a spectacular day.
Beautiful day. We're actually finding we're having to sit for a bit longer to get the lighting not blaring any.
Yeah, and sort of make it a little bit nicer for us to sit in here as well.
Yeah.
Every day, every week we seem to be recording just a little bit later and later, but that's nice. It's nice to actually.
Well, it's nice to get home some days and it's not dark and you can actually still do things. I actually made a coffee when I got home yesterday and sat out on the grass with the dog and just...
Heaven forbid.
Fantastic.
I know we say this. I've said this a couple of times through the last couple of podcasts, but by golly, it felt like winter just went on and on this year.
It just wouldn't go away.
It wouldn't go away. And it wasn't even that we weren't busy. Like, it's not like we were sitting around doing nothing and it felt like forever. Like, we were busy. Like, I was busy the whole time, but...
Well, then I got up this morning and it was like windy as. I was like, oh, you're kidding. And it just decided to leave, which was fantastic.
Yep. No, definitely can't complain. So we hope you guys have all had a good start to your week and have enjoyed the long days and the summery... Even the nights have been pretty summery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's still a bit cool, but the insects are out.
They are. Good for business.
Good for business.
A lot of candles coming in.
A lot of candles.
Yeah.
Like mind-boggling amounts.
Yeah, right.
It's an issue. But anyway, we
adapt and overcome.
We adapt and overcome. The automation, it can't come soon enough. We're definitely outgrowing where we are.
That's good,
quickly.
Yeah. And it's organic growth, so you've sort of been able to build with it.
Yeah, no, it's been phenomenal. People's support of our other company, not like directly through this podcast, obviously. We try not to like bombard you guys with like ads, I guess, or like...
Yeah, we're not ramming candles and cigars down your throat.
Ram anything down you guys' throat. So, but just the organic sort of success over the last couple of years of that business is... Yeah, just every year, just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and it all sort of just compounds and compounds and compounds. And
I think that's the only way to do. Like, we'll do the same with this. Like, as this develops, we'll have a nicer audio setup, and then we'll get a more permanent setup, like fixing, where we can actually not have to roll it all out every Wednesday.
Yeah, roll our super flash flag out every time.
But you don't want to just, I don't know, I find if you just dump 10k into it and hit it at the tippy top of everything straight up, you don't learn how all your little systems
that's right
work.
Yeah,
like I know I spent probably 4 hours online just learning
you've been
how
going
to set up
hard the last
set up
week.
Just this little bit, which is good. Like, I enjoy learning new stuff. So
it's like, hopefully you guys are enjoying the like the growth of our little tiny podcast / channel-y thing. But like for us, it's been super cool learning each individual part.
Every step has been...
Whether that comes into the like social media side or whether it comes into the audio side. But
I sort of even found like I used to be the guy, like in high school I was the burnt CD guy.
Okay.
And to the point where Dad got called, I got busted at parade one day. I had a full spindle, like what were they, like 25 CDs? And they were all
the old SanDisk pack.
Pre-downloaded, pre-recorded albums that I was selling. And then I had a notebook in there with like people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, can you get me the new Linkin Park?" And I'd go home, download the whole album, and the vice principal just saw it poking out of my bag on parade one day and rang Dad and was like, "Just letting you know, like it's a federal offence. We're not going to do anything, but like just so you know." And Dad, I got home, Dad was like, "Oh, you're making $5 a CD. It's not." He didn't care, but that used to be my thing. And then I sort of went through a period where I really struggled with keeping up with technology. Like I used to have no problem going into the back end of Windows and fucking around, and then watching these videos last night, I was like, oh, it's just a matter of having 2 hours to sit and watch or read something, and you'll sort of slowly work your way back into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was good, because I was like, oh, I'm not an old person yet.
You can still...
Because my kids will pick up any device and just be instantly all over it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I've watched little kids just, like, fumble, boom, fluent with a phone. It's like they're flicking through stuff, looking at stuff, going onto YouTube, searching. Like, it's like crazy. Like, you can't even count to fucking 20, but you can use a phone perfectly. Like, it must just be, when your brain's like that malleable still, it must just be a really, like, what's the word for it? Like, intuitive thing to learn.
And obviously the marketing has made it as intuitive as possible. Like, as soon as they invented Everscroll, you remember you used to get to the bottom of Google and have to go to page 2?
Oh, yeah.
As soon as they got to that Everscroll where you can just infinitely keep going through, that unlocked.
Yeah.
You watch anyone. You watch even elderly people will just blitz through Facebook.
Yeah.
They can't change passwords, but they've deliberately made it that, like, the pinch to zoom and all that stuff is just so intuitive and so easy to do.
Yeah.
That, like, obviously that's...
Yeah, they obviously pump a shit ton of fucking money into, like, R&D to figure out what is
to make
intuitive and what isn't.
Yep.
Well, like, talking about technology, we obviously have a factory and work in it all the time, and normally have Spotify or podcasts or something on, and, like, Spotify just plays the same...
Their shuffle is retarded.
Worst, yeah.
It's shuffling a deck of cards.
It's like literally,
songs.
It's crazy. Whereas I found my old iPod in a drawer.
Like
like a OG. Big, solid hump of aluminium iPod.
Yep.
Jumped onto eBay, bought a charging cable for it, plugged it in, boom, works straight away. The battery lasts, like... I've charged it, but we used it for the whole day and it used less than a quarter of the battery. Recharged it again just to top it back up.
Yep.
Took like 2 seconds. The menu still worked perfectly fine. 10,675 songs are on it. And I clicked play in the shop, and we haven't listened to the same song twice. It's just been playing.
It's been shuffling the songs. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
This is a bit of technology from...
And you would not...
The early 2000s.
Knowing your brain, you would not have everything in, like, folders and...
It's just
a folder of 10,000 songs. So you can just run through the whole...
It's just the whole thing. It's just mental.
That's...
It's just awesome because it's, like, stuff on there that I haven't heard for... Like... It hasn't been plugged into the internet since the early 2000s, like 2000.
Well, they didn't need the internet.
No, yeah. So
you just transfer files on all.
And when I lived on, like, stations and that, it was sort of the etiquette when a new person came on, they'd upload their songs to a file and give them to everyone. So it's just got, like, there's songs on there that I've never even heard of that we're listening to. But, so, like, you get a new person in, they upload their library of 1,000 songs or whatever it was. And obviously deleted all the double ups and stuff, but you just hadn't ever collecting because there was no internet up there back then, or very, very shit internet. There was internet, but it was pretty rudimentary.
2 megabytes.
yeah. You wouldn't have wanted to be in a rush anyway. But it had a phone plugged into the, like, Jackaroo quarters and had a laptop in, like, the nurse's area. Right. Or not a laptop, like a desktop computer, and it was, like, for everybody, and you could check your Hotmail, emails and stuff if you need to pay bills, but it was by no means quick.
That freaks me out that people still have Hotmail. I still get people book stuff in.
We have people order cigars, and we have people
they give
order
you a
candles.
Hotmail
they give you a Hotmail account. You're like,
Hotmail.
holy,
yep.
Wow, yep. No, it's that was all the rage. Remember the chat rooms, like the MSN, all that crazy.
Yep.
It's so cool. But anyway, it just brought back a heap of memories, and I was like, I can't believe... And also, the sound quality of the songs is so much better on my iPod than it is on Spotify. Yeah, because you've got the
file there. You're not streaming it.
You're not streaming it. It's like... And it's a... I'm not an audiophile, like a bass player.
No.
I'm not an audiophile by any means, but I'm half deaf, but I can tell the difference, like, pretty drastically. And so it's just been super fun. It's just been a fun experiment. I just can't believe it works. That thing would be, like, over 10 years old.
Yeah, I reckon easily. I got one the same... I would have been just out of high school, so like 2007 or 8 or something.
Yeah, I reckon I got mine in like 2008.
And it was the same. It used to follow me out working, and, like, it'd just be plugged into the truck. for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
You just plug it in, throw it in the glove box,
Yeah.
and it would just go whatever was there.
Yeah. It's so cool. It's just so cool. Anyway, that's our nostalgia trip for this week.
Good job, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, back in the day, the original Apple. I guess we'll start like we normally do. We're smoking.
Our personal favourite.
Our personal You can't.
It's been a 50 cal kind of day.
Yeah, it has. You can't half tell that we just like doing the same thing over and over again. And that's Warfighter are spectacularly good at just making a very consistent, delicious smoke.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're going to get every time. And so they're just unbelievably good. So we're smoking the 50 cal Field, Nicaragua binder, I believe.
Yep.
Indonesian binder. I don't know. I shouldn't have said anything because I'm double guessing myself now. I think it's an Indonesian binder with Nicaragua and filler, but I could be wrong. I might have to look into that. But it's delicious. It's like a bit chocolatey.
Yeah.
Smooth.
I had one
it's like
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Out the back, and Danielle usually comes out and just sits there and has a coffee and reads a book or whatever, and I had the ash down like well into the second third.
Yeah.
She was like, "How's that hanging on?" I said, "That's because of their hand, right?
Yeah,
like they're just consistent.
Yeah,
they burn so nice. I just jitter. That's why I can't ever get a good long ash. If I'm going to keep my hand still, it would go. I reckon you get consistently to the top of the wrap, like the label every time.
Yeah, easy. And we're smoking a Cuban D series from forget who they are now. I was like, I'm going to remember that for the podcast, but anyway, I can't. It was a Cuban D series. A couple of year olds had a bit of age on it. Beautiful tasting smoke, and like this is not throwing shade at Cubans, but classic Cuban, just bad, inconsistent draw.
Yep.
And just couldn't
uneven burn.
Just couldn't keep the thing burnt straight. Whereas 9 times out of 10 with basically any Nicaraguan, but especially the like Warfighter stuff, just consistency.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if it goes out, it's because you're talking too much or
you're not giving
doing
enough
the wrong
attention.
thing
Yeah, not looking after it.
But
yeah, I've had a heap of Cubans that'll just be like they'll be like on a 30-degree angle.
Yeah.
And you'll cut it straight,
Yeah,
retouch
light
it.
Yeah.
Get the second, third.
Yeah.
It's back
Same
on an
thing,
angle again.
Yeah, or the outside will stay not lit and it'll just start hollowing itself out. And then you cut it, do the same.
Tunnel.
Yeah, cut it
half an inch back, and there's just this black spot in the centre.
Yeah, and the flavours of them are really good. Like it's just sometimes it just seems like the construction of them is not quite as consistent as it should be.
And I think that's probably your rolled, machine rolled versus hand rolled.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I find the same with box pressed cigars. They just don't.
Yeah, they just don't have the same. I don't know, joie de vivre about them. I don't know what the actual word is. Like, I don't know. Like,
is that a word?
Yeah, it's like it's a French word, but it's like the soul feeling, like the same like touch to them. I don't know. Like it's like I know you touch it and you go, fuck, that's a nice smoke, or like, and then you smoke them and you enjoy them in a way that you can't. I don't know. You just. Yeah, you just enjoy them.
I know, and
whereas sometimes with those Cubans, I don't know, they're just
there's more half burnt Cubans in my bin than full burnt.
Yeah,
that's just how they are. But I mean, we're lucky that we can. Get them
it's
whenever
cool.
we want.
It's
There's
cool
no
to be able to
here, so we can just go and buy them if we want.
It's cool to be able to try them out. And like, there's some fucking shit Nicaraguans and there's some shit Indonesians too. It's not just Cuba, but it just feels like for how much more expensive Cubans are. How much?
And the fact that most of the Cuban families are no longer in Cuba anyway.
Well, they're all in Nicaragua
that's what I mean,
or Dominican.
You know, after that all went down, it was sort of the Cuban inverted commas hype stayed.
Yeah, the brand.
How many times do we get people?
Do you guys sell Cubans?
Oh, New World. Do you sell Cubans? We're like, what? Have you tried a New World? They're so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if we've explained it on the podcast before. If you want to get, like, balls deep into, like, cigar stuff, jump on the Warfighter Tobacco podcast on YouTube or Spotify, wherever you listen. They do consistently really good the cigar industry over there is like heaps more vibrant. So they get like reps. They've got like the Drew Estate, one of the Drew Estate reps on talking about like the history of Drew Estate, and they recently had the Bovita rep on there talking about the humidifier packs and how that works and the science and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to like deep dive this stuff, they're a really good resource to start with, and then you can sort of like peel off because
you can branch out from there. But that's a really good, because
it's a light.
I find John and Scott like, because we're laymen. In every sense of the word.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they get in depth without going over your head.
Yeah, without it getting crazy. But so they've got an episode on this as well, I believe, because they can't get Cubans in America. It's very, very difficult for them to get Cubans in America. You can't go to a store and just buy them. But Fidel Castro had basically the whole tobacco market in Cuba stitched up. He was a huge tobacco connoisseur. There's like blends and roll types of that he and his cigar guys sort of like pioneered. And he owned most of the, if not all of the tobacco fields by, when I say owned, partnership in them with the families who actually had the tobacco fields. And so he worked to do the rotational farming to like grow them properly. When he got excommunicated, the Cuban government took over his role in overseeing tobacco fields, and instead of running them with the families, they wanted to run them without the families. So they gave the families an ultimatum, and a lot of the families decided to head to the New World. So it took the New World, and so the New World is Dominica or Nicaragua, basically. There's some other smaller countries, but they're the really big hitters in the tobacco. Indonesia's like getting up there. There's some really good stuff coming out of Indonesia, but for the basically it's Indonesia, basically Nicaragua and the Dominican. And for years, the New World got bad press because it takes about 10 years for a tobacco plant to mature properly. So even though the fields were looked after, even though the volcanic soil was better in Dominica and Nicaragua, the quality of tobacco they were producing wasn't the same because the tobacco plantations just hadn't existed.
Hadn't matured,
as long as the Cuban stuff had been going. It'd been going for 40, 50 years at this point. Well, longer than that, I'm sure they've been doing. But anyway, like in a large-scale production, the way we think about it today. So they got like a bad name as subpar younger tobacco, and that sort of stuck, whereas the Cuban stuff is always stuck as the brand.
When the Cuban government took over their fields too, like you said, like tobacco is a plant. You've got to rotate your fields and you've got to look after it, and they weren't. They were just just harvesting, planting, and so while the Nick cigars were coming out of infancy into maturity, they were just the tobacco in the Cuban fields was just shit.
Yeah, getting worse and worse.
Because it wasn't getting looked after, because the knowledge left with the families. So,
yeah, that's right, yeah.
But the Cuban thing, like Cuban cigars have been in movies since the...
Yeah, that's right. Everybody wants to smoke
since movies were a thing.
Arnold Schwarzenegger smokes, and he smoked Cubans, and what's the famous president that used to smoke? Teddy Roosevelt smoked a shitload of Cubans and all that sort of stuff. So there's like the mystique. JFK, I think, was super famous for smoking Cubans with Lewinsky.
Yes. Among other things. He ended up smoking at the back of his head.
So like the brand recognition of the Cubans has continued, but I think, we personally believe here, that the New World stuff is now for sure far superior in quality.
I think it is, just my personal taste.
That's our personal opinion. Yeah, we just really enjoy the taste of most of the... And like you got... like Drew Estate is a big house.
Massive.
You've got Davidoff. You've got all of these like really big blokes that are using Nicaragua.
Which pre moving out of Cuba were big in
Cuba.
So
big Cuban. Anyway, that's our... Thank you for listening to our nerdy TED
Thanks
talk
for our
about
TED
cigars.
talk about the history of cigars.
Yeah, so that's the New World, Old World. That's why they're different. So it's a different place and different time frame, and that's how it all came about.
Yeah.
But, so the Warfighter Tobacco Boys, go check them out. They're awesome dudes.
Check them out. They do. Yeah, they are. They're really super easy to listen to and really
Yeah.
informative.
They're not bad for Yanks.
Yeah, redneck Yanks. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're dying already. That's that candle wax.
That's that candle wax in my lungs. Too much time in the factory.
Too much factory work.
Too much factory work. No, you good children yearn for the mines.
I'm going to actually jump into, hopefully this week, there's a new series on Netflix about the Guinness family in Dublin.
Yeah.
When old man Guinness died.
Yeah.
And he gave his, I assume it's based on a real story because it's from the guys who did Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, okay.
And so he gave the whole company to 2 of his 4 kids because he didn't want to burden the younger 2 kids with the what was coming with the thing. And it's all about the rebellion, and it looks really, really cool.
Yeah, I wonder how accurate. We'll have to look up how accurate that is, because that'd be just cool to watch anyway.
Yeah, I love those.
I think it's an absolute travesty that we can't get fucking
actual Guinness
in Australia now. It's all made here in Australia under license to Asahi. All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. Every single drop of it.
Just junk.
Absolute junk.
But
travesty.
Yeah, that's the only things I watch on TV now is timepiece series.
Yeah, have you watched the 1,000 Blows yet?
No, it's on my watch list.
Yeah, okay.
I spent 4 hours watching YouTube's on how to set up a digital camera.
How to set up the camera properly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like, what did old mate say? What was the comment?
Sony Betamax.
Sony Beta is good.
He's going to be upset because we look way worse in high def than we did in...
You guys are going to wish it was still fuzzy.
Yeah, they're going to be like, can you put the logo back up?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, one thing, actually, I wasn't going to rant this podcast, but what pissed me off with all of this is, like, I was looking at just different little bits and pieces that we needed to set this up to try this.
Yeah.
And went to, like, Harvey Norman, JB, like all the big retailers.
Yeah.
And you type in what you want, and there's like 440 options.
Yeah.
And you go through online only, drop ships from here. And I was like, I want to walk in, pick it off the shelf and pay for it. I don't want to pay you to
and have somebody walk me through how to fucking use it after I've bought it, right? Like, I don't need it delivered to my house.
And like, and every I was looking for a really decent power bank, and I found one that had awesome reviews, really good. Went to like every single, like the first 10 search results on Google. Yeah. Nil stock. Found the little card thing at Officeworks. Yeah. There's like fucking 15 of them. Grabbed one, walked up. Oh no, it's out of stock. It's like, why are the cards on the thing now? We just haven't had time. This is at 7.
Haven't had time for what?
I was there as the door opened at 7. There would have been fucking 9 people in there. I was like, one of you can't just do a quick stock check and because it's not like every item in the store is carded. It's only SD cards and stuff.
Yeah, things that you can put in your pockets.
And he goes, I'll find you. There'll be other options that are similar. So he's going through, oh no, that's out of stock. No, I've got no stock. I was like, mate, all of those cards are on your shelf. Yeah. So like,
somebody needs to walk there and fucking pull them out. They don't want to, because then it looks fucking empty.
It's just, I don't know, it just frustrates me that everything now is...
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Well, like, you'll see a new online store pop up. Yeah. And you go in, and we're bad at the moment because we're low on stock because of shipping. But like, if we're out of stock, we'll put out of stock front page. Like, you're not going in and clicking and filling your cart and then getting an email saying, oh, by the way,
would you like us to replace? We've already had this rant.
Yeah, with groceries. But yeah, I was just like, can we just stop? Like, does Bunnings need to get into selling? Like, that power bank was on Bunnings Marketplace. I don't need that.
No. Like, what are they doing?
Bunnings sells garden shit.
Yeah.
If I want technology shit
in their store,
I'll go to Harvey Norman.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't understand. Yeah.
Anyway, that's my one little rant. I could really rant, but
we could.
We're just going to leave it at that. But I was just like, can we just please have a fucking electronic goods store for electronic goods? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to go to JB Hi-Fi and look for a drum at Weed and Feet.
No, or a barbecue.
Yeah. Just anyway,
I don't know.
Me being old and silly. And that's not going to change.
But. No, I think that's legitimate. Like, it's not even just those guys. It's like, it doesn't matter what you're looking for now. It's like, oh, we'll order that up.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, I could do that. From home.
I can do that. But it's like, I just wanted to come here while I'm in town and pick some stuff up. It's like, because
sometimes, like, you look at, like, even that hard drive we bought. Yeah. I looked at it online. I was like, that's a pretty decent, bulky, like, good size hard drive. Yeah. Because I got big hands. Yeah. Picked it out. It's like 4 plain. Yeah. That's why I married someone with small hands. Yeah. But it's tiny, and so, like, you know, if you order it up and you're expecting something and it's not what you expect. Yeah. I don't know.
But it's like just nice to have someone to talk. It's nice to have someone to talk to. It's nice to like have people who are like enthusiastic about selling something, and then when they're selling it to you, they can walk you through all the features and be like, when you get this home, try this and do this and plug it in like this, and then half the learning curve's done, and you can just get good at running it. Whereas like if you order it online, especially if it's something complicated, you spend up half the time just figuring out what to actually do with it.
When I bought my first MIG welder, I was probably only 19 or something, and had no idea. I'd only ever welded stick and a bit of brazing and that. Bought the MIG from a welding shop, and I said, oh mate, like, what's the setup, what's the tricks? He goes, he took the cover off, played with all that shit on the inside, set everything up, did a few test welds. He goes, right, do not touch that cover. Change your amps, change your wire speed, get it to where you're happy with it, but do not touch anything in there. And it's still like we're welding broken bolts out with it today. 15, 16 years later.
How fucking cool is that?
Have not touched a thing in there, and it just works. It just...
You're fucked if you need a new one, but good for now.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. There's a reason why I think personal shopping, like physical stores, are never going to die, is because there are some things that you just need to talk to somebody about and be like, hey, like, what do I do with this? Like, I've got this job, I need this. It's like why Bunnings is never going to be an online store only, right? Like, how many times do you go into Bunnings and talk to one of those guys in the plumbing section? He's like, fucking don't buy that. Go over here in this style, grab that thing, put that there, done, boom, done, project done. It's like...
We did a feature, I think I did talk about it on here already, we did a feature wall in Spencer's room for his birthday because he loves McLaren, so I painted one wall in his room like papaya orange. Like it's hilarious. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. But like went into Bunnings, took a colour sample in, she like scanned it, she went, I can't get it exactly right, this is the closest. We got that out, she goes, you know what, I'll add a little bit of this, mixed up, it was sweet, and she goes, right, what colour wall are you painting it on? Told her, she's like, right, I'll do a coat of this first, then paint over the top. Like she walked me through the whole thing. And I just followed exactly what she said, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I know. And there's going to be somebody in the fucking comments that's going to be like, that's what AI bots do. And you're like... Yeah,
they do. But they also... I was looking today, I was trying to explain to an insurance assessor what the difference between a narrow frame and a wide frame F-trucker.
Yeah.
Because they rang me to supply an engine. And he'd already looked it up on Google AI, and it was completely back to front because whatever reference material he'd looked at, he goes, are you sure? I said, mate, give me the VIN number and I'll confirm it.
Yeah.
And I said, no, it's a wide frame. The narrow frames are this model. And he goes, no, he's saying it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I said, well, if you want to pay for the narrow frame engine...
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. I'll supply it. And then when it's wrong, you can pay to ship it back and get the right one.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, it's here, like on the AI summary. Like, it's all laid out here. And I was like, it's referenced the wrong... The wrong article.
It's the wrong... Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Or it just made it up.
Yeah, maybe.
It does that.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And so Emma was saying the other day, it's funny how... AI knows 100% of the things I don't, but it's only 60% right on the things I do know.
Yeah.
It's like,
right. Yeah, that's true, right?
It's true. Like, if you don't know something, it's going to be... That's what you're going to go on. But
which we've done well before AI.
Yeah, that's right. But, like, if you do know something, you can be like, hold on a second. You can actually pull it apart. So, it's like, unless you know... already somewhat of what you're looking for, there's a fair chance
it could be a fair way down the wrong garden path.
It's going to lead you down the garden path for sure. Like we types, like I just got not like us to get stuck in a rabbit hole, but I was looking up for like ideas for this potty when we were talking about some of the ancient Egyptian stuff and pyramids, and there's pyramids in lots of different places in the world, and there's pyramids in Australia. And so I just started researching pyramids in Australia and got well down a rabbit hole, and the AI bot I was looking for referenced a pyramid off the coast of Western Australia, off an island that somebody had found, and wrote this massive story about it. Had the references to ABC, the story it was on, the doctor that found it, the technology they used to find it, the people who were funding the operation, all this stuff. All completely fake. Not a single bit of it was real. The doctor was a mental health doctor from like the 1800s. It was complete, and it literally, I asked it for its references, and it said www.abc/2025 blah 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 blah. Looked it up. This page does not exist. Went into like we were so, it had us so fucking convinced that we went into the time machine for websites.
Yep.
So you know how you can
Yeah,
Wayback Machine or whatever they call it,
Yep.
and you can find out, like you can look at pages that don't exist anymore on the website. It archives the websites.
Yep.
So we're like, ABC's deleted this. Like, we went full fucking instant conspiracy. We should have just looked up the doctor. It would have been a dead giveaway because the main research doctor that had found it had been dead for like 50 years. But
he died before they found it.
He died before they found it. 100 years, whatever it was.
We're not going to fact check it.
Yeah, well, not with this AI bot, we're not. And then, it was like, no, this page never existed. And we're just like, you fucking cunt. Went on to the other one. There was a couple of others that, like, cited Archaeology America or whatever.
Yeah.
They'd made up an article that it had put in Archaeological America magazine. It was fucking crazy. It, like, just pumped it out.
Which AI bot was that?
I'm not going to name names.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. I was going to say, well, tell me off camera because I don't want to use it.
Yeah, no, you don't have access to it. It doesn't. It's not a...
Yeah.
I can just fucking tell you now because fucking... Anyway.
It's listening to you anyway.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So you can't trust shit. It's a calculator, right? Shit input in, shit input out, or shit output.
Yep.
It's just fucking...
Yep, feed shit in, get shit out.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, that's enough of my old man ramble about AI. Fucking... while we're on AI, it's a fact that I heard ages ago, but we've just never talked about it because we've never talked about how rubbish AI is before on this podcast. There is a town in America that Google is now paying for their water to get shipped in because the town's municipal water supply is entirely getting used up to keep its servers cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see that now. That's like the big race now is all these tech companies are buying up nuclear, like 3 Mile Island. I think Microsoft just bought the whole thing and that's going to power... That gives them 2 years of...
Yeah.
It's not like...
This is
just to get them...
Yeah.
To
buy them time. This isn't an end goal. Yeah. This is to buy them time. Yeah. This energy resource, this energy race that these tech companies are in is a ticking bomb. Like it's
I reckon Elon will just start building servers on the moon.
They're gonna have to do something.
Keep it cool.
Yeah, no, they're gonna have to do something because it's a real But
do you think
problem.
they'll get their AI to a point where they can ask it to solve their energy problem?
I think they're hoping so.
Like they can say, hey, how can we make you more efficient?
I think they're hoping that quantum computing is going to solve that problem because quantum computing's...
Yeah, but I think it's going to use more power than the universe has.
It's crazy. Some of that quantum computing stuff's crazy.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast. I don't know enough about it, but they reckon one of them that they've got, I think it's in America, is powerful enough now to travel back in time a second. Like it physically travel. Well, it didn't physically, obviously. It's a fucking computer. But it somehow, I don't know enough about it. Do your own research.
Who was one of them was saying that if you can, there was an equation that if you converted every atom in the universe to energy, the universe would die of heat death.
Yeah.
Before it solved it, and quantum computing solved it
like
in
quick as
4 minutes.
Yeah, because they think it does it like in a different realm.
Yeah, we need to get some alfoil. We need some tinfoil hats for this one. They start talking like multi-dimensional
computing. So that's
which I don't.
No. Yeah, man. Okay. I'll go dig a hole in my backyard before I talk about this show shit. Are not quantum computing. No, and I'm on the bandwagon with you on that one because that's a steep
because I don't even know what heat death is. Like even the universe part, I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand how they can convert the universe into energy.
My brain still can't comprehend the fucking universe, let alone the heat or the transfer or the fucking sum of it. Like, I can't... My brain can't comprehend the fact that there is a comet there's like fucking 2, cruising through our solar system that came from a different one. That's travelling at like 165,000 kilometres a fucking hour or whatever it is, and it's still going to take it 6 months to get from one side to the other. That's fucking... I can't...
My interesting notes for this show are not how the universe works.
Well, let's fucking...
I'm talking about...
We can get trapped in this, but let's fucking...
We can shorten up on some layman news. Like every year... Arnott's? Is it Arnott's that own Shapes?
Yeah.
They release their sales figures and it's this big thing.
Really? Yeah. You can actually figure out
the best flavours.
The most popular. I wouldn't say the best flavour. Well, it depends which one won, but the most popular flavour.
So for the fourth year in a row, barbecue shapes, supreme.
Ooh.
They've won it again.
I don't mind barbecue shapies, but chicken crimps, always for
Crimps came in at second.
me. Yeah, okay.
Pizza third.
Yep.
Cheese and bacon 4 and cheddar 5. I'd probably swap those two around. I don't mind a cheddar shape with a bit of French onion.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad barbecue dig.
But I'd keep that top 3, I reckon. Barbecue.
You reckon barbecue's before crimpies?
No, it's not. But I'd keep those 3 on the podium. I think.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, if you have shapes at the supermarket on special, I only ever buy 2 packets at a time.
Yep.
Even though I'm an adult and I could buy all the packets at a time with my adult money, I refrain from, because you just eat them in one sitting. Like, it's impossible to put them away.
They're a single serve.
It's a single serve. It's one. The box should just say one serving of shapes.
If you've got 4 people coming over, buy 4
boxes of shapes. Yeah, that is the exception. When you've got a barbecue, you have to buy more than your supply of 2 packets of shapes. But it is always a trade-off. Pizza, chicken crimpies, barbecue.
Yeah, you just shuffle it up.
You just got to shuffle
Keep yourself
guessing a bit. The last couple of times, it's been cheese and bacon and crimpies.
Yep. Have you ever dabbled in the savouries?
No, I haven't. I can't do it.
My nan used to rock the savouries, and I used to hate it. You go there for Sunday afternoon or whatever, and she'd bring out the little platter, and it's like,
not even good shapes.
No,
if you're going to rock the shapes,
celery
chewing some celery and peanut butter.
Can't do it.
No, fuck. No, there's no replacement for the original. They can put them on. They can make Vegemite ones. Have you heard the travesty about Vegemite? The motherfuckers are changing Vegemite.
Why?
I don't know, but it's going to have caramel 131 in it now. It's going to have preservatives and shit in it instead of just being the shit scraped off 4X's floor.
It used to be just it was just leftover beer and vitamin B.
Vitamin B mixed in. But now it's going to have caramel. I think it's caramel 131. Whatever the colouring is.
Our American listeners are going to go, we don't give a fuck. It tastes like shit anyway.
It's not. It's God's nectar.
Yeah, it's great.
I
get around
best. You can't go wrong with Vegemite. Everyone thinks I'm an animal because I just eat it with a spoon. But
yeah, I do. I get around it.
Love it.
We don't have it much in the house now. My kids are sort of not big on it. When we were kids, in high school, I had a mate used to basically live with us. Like, he just had a room in our house, and he was there as much as he was at home.
Yeah,
and he was a Promite or Marmite.
Oh no, get him out!
No, I was like,
get him out.
Get home. Mum's probably still got the jar in the pantry. She bought a jar just for him. We're all Vegemite operators.
Yeah,
I reckon she's probably thrown it out now because they've renovated the kitchen, but it was there for a long time after. Yeah. He probably only used it once.
Yeah, because it's shit.
It's garbage.
It's rubbish.
Junk.
Absolute junk. There is no, pizza shapes, chicken crimpies, no other flavour, like the normal flavours of shapes and Vegemite, that's it. Yeah. Bit of butter. Sometimes in the morning I'll treat myself, bit of cheese, bit of Vegemite, bit of butter.
Yeah. I just don't like
luxury.
All these people dabbling in these weird... Danielle bought some twisties the other day that were like... And I'm a bit of a black horse on that one because I prefer the chicken ones.
Oh, I love chicken twisties.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't get half the shelf space
that they need,
But these were like pink or purple. They were like fairy floss twisties. And I was like, why'd you get these? She goes, oh, no. She had a road trip out to a wedding out west. She's like, it could be fun.
Nah. Wrong. You're wrong.
The kids wouldn't even eat them.
Yeah. You're just wrong. You're just plain wrong,
garbage.
Burger rings need to stay the same. Cheetos need to stay the same.
Yep.
Burger Men. I found Burger Men again.
Can you still get them?
Yeah. IGA still sells Burger Men flat out. Yeah, brilliant.
Unreal.
Need to stay the same.
Just all of it.
Twisties. Pringles don't need any fucking weird.
They need to go back to the bigger size. Yeah, my fucking mitts don't fit down the can.
I just end up tipping them all out on my lap. I'm driving
down the road like it's showing them.
No, I just
why
tip
did
them
they
out.
Have to go make them smaller?
Well, because they need to make money. The exponential growth model. Motherfuckers. But I can't believe that Kraft is actively changing Vegemite. I think there needs to be...
# boycott Kraft.
Yeah. There just needs to be a revolt over Vegemite, I think. Keep it the same. There's zero need to change Vegemite. It's a preserve by itself. Like, it literally never... You know how, like, the Americans have Twinkies? Everyone goes, the Twinkies will survive an apocalypse. We'll have Vegemite. Yep. Vegemite will be...
Everyone will be just rich in vitamin B.
Yeah. Just loving it. We'll be happy little Vegemites.
Yeah.
All the way. Anyway...
Leave things alone.
Leave things the fuck alone. Oh, we sound like proper old cunts
we do.
Nowadays. Fucking stop changing shit, you old cunt. Anyway, moving on.
That's shapes. So this is why we don't discuss quantum computing, because I'm fascinated by the sales.
Yeah, but that's cool. I think more companies should release stuff like that. They should release.
Yeah, but they release it as like a proper
as a thing.
As a thing, yeah.
As like a
really
shareholder document.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about? Have you been watching any racing lately? Mm-hmm. The MotoGP just got crowned. Marc Marquez. I don't know if anyone on here. We very rarely talk about MotoGP, which is a travesty because it's a very good sport. But this year it's just been
a slog.
It's been a slog. It's been pretty monotonous. It's been Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, and then somebody else.
Yep.
Miz has been doing those Hondas were fucked, and Miz has brought them back up. So he came third last weekend. And then Marc Marquez won the championship. Ducati's won the Builders Championship.
How many races left? Or was that end of the season?
No, there's 3 races left, I think, now.
So they didn't win it.
Close. No, it wasn't neck and neck,
Season
he would have won it sooner. He would have won it last weekend, but he binned it the weekend before.
Right, okay.
And fucking nosed his chances up a bit. But
I thought it was interesting that they're doing that. It's going to be very unlikely, but there's still a statistical chance that Max could win the F1 championship.
Yeah. If he keeps going the way he's going.
He's just dominated the last 2 weekends. We've got Singapore this weekend or next weekend? Singapore next.
Indonesia. Anyway. No, Indonesia?
Singapore.
Is it? And then Indonesia.
No, race Indonesia.
Oh, MotoGP race. Yeah. Never mind. MotoGP.
Whatever he has done to that, someone reckons that they've changed the stickers on the racing balls.
Racing balls. But he wouldn't put it past me. He's killing it.
He's
fucking killing
flipped a switch and gone from fighting his ass out to get in the fourth or third.
You reckon it was that wing change that he did that all the engineers were fucking flipping out about?
Yeah, but a wing change is only good for one race.
Nah, fast tracks.
Yeah.
Low down force.
I think they're probably just letting him roll with as wild a setup as he wants because what have they got to lose for
this
season?
Well, they had nothing to lose now.
They might as well just run it.
Yep.
And if he wins by 30 seconds like he has been, or if he bins it, who cares?
They're still killing it.
Yeah.
They're still doing way better than what they were.
Yeah.
So.
No. And then his weekend off, he goes and wins the GT3 race.
Yeah. We actually
First time ever.
just stumbled across it on YouTube. They were streaming it live on YouTube. And we were watching it, and it's like a 4-hour race. Like, it's a fucking mammoth race.
That's a small enduro race.
Yeah.
WEC, that's nothing. But
it was cool.
But he took the lead on turn 1.
And then 2 laps in, it's like 6 seconds up.
Yep.
And then all the commentators are like, oh, this is a bit unusual. And then what did he finish? Do you remember? What was the gap by the time he was done?
I didn't see the timing screen at the end, but it's hard. It's always hard to tell on the replay because they're multi-class.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because there was a car right up his ass, but I think they were the next class down.
Yeah.
But to come out like that, and that just
in a Ferrari,
shows, by the way, Ferrari, suck shit, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, his first podium. First drive in a Ferrari, podium.
Puts it on the podium.
Puts it on the
top of the podium.
Top of the podium. Still beats
and
Lewis
the whole
Hamilton
WEC crowd singing Max Verstappen as they come out. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so
He's
good.
just a freak. It just shows how good those simulators are too.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Because he can... And like you said, those simulator guys, they are just as talented, if not more talented than real drivers because it's that you don't get the feel that you do in a real car. You'll still get the motion... the motion cockpits and stuff, but
it's
compared to the actual G-force and stuff, he said those guys are just like millimetre perfect on every apex because they can. See, Max still races, when he races competitively, he doesn't use a motion cockpit.
Yeah, okay.
Because he said you're way faster if you just use a wheel clamped to your desk.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. He's a fucking animal.
For him
he
to be
has
able
to
to just sit and do however many 100 laps of Nürburgring on his simulator in that GT3, they would have loaded the car in, loaded the setup in, and just let him go and cut hours of laps to then come out and put the thing on.
Yeah, in real life.
And just he's just a freak.
Yeah, he's an animal. He has to be the greatest racer of all time. Mm-hmm. He has to be.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone's actually saying that yet, but it has to be.
You've heard it here first.
Yeah. Breaking news on the Garrison podcast.
There can't be...
There's just no driver that's as, not flexible, but as interchange. Like, he can just jump in fucking anything, and he just.
And back in the day, like back in the Mansell days, and even like when all those old fellas, they would skip an F1 race to go and do IndyCar. They could squeeze in 30-something races a year, but they weren't locked to a
team.
And it's very rare for someone like Max to be allowed to go and do a WEC race mid-season. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they
that-
tried
that-
to stop him for a second
Yeah,
there, and then it was like,
yeah. What are they going to do?
what are you going to do? Fire him? Yeah,
Yeah.
fire your best racer.
And you do see a lot of guys like I know, like young Mick Schumacher and a lot of Antonelli and a lot of those F1 drivers that didn't stick around. They've all gone to WEC and they're doing really well.
Yeah.
Like all those guys can drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they didn't go from winning F1
No.
to dominating WEC. They went from mid-pack at best,
Yeah.
fighting near the back like Antonelli, and he was in with Kimi, and
Yeah.
Mick never did really what everyone dreamed that he was going to do, which he just wasn't that kid.
No.
It's just not his thing. But for Max to be able to just jump straight into it and start setting, even in quali, he was like purple sector, every sector purple.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what is going
happening?
on?
Yeah. Who's this guy? Yeah.
No.
He's got to be one of the, if not the greatest race car driver of all
Yep.
time. Like, he's just, doesn't matter what
And you can't take away Schumacher, Mick Senior,
Yeah.
Hamilton, those guys in F1,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would see Lewis going into another series.
Yeah.
And I know he's older than Max, but
Yeah.
and just
Yeah, but
cleaning up.
he had the opportunity back in the day to
that's
do
right.
it. I guess the sims weren't the same, maybe, so you couldn't practice as much. But I did watch a super interesting doco on super famous motorbike rider. The fuck, Valentino Rossi.
Yeah.
And Lewis Hamilton teamed up and they switched.
Yeah.
And that was fucking good because like Lewis gave it a red hot crack.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's terrifying. Like I don't think Max would jump on a bike. He might. I don't know, but I don't think so. So for Lewis to jump on a MotoGP bike, like to be fair, it wasn't a 2025. I think it was
Lewis rides
20
bikes a lot.
Yeah, he really likes motorbikes.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't know this about him until we just stumbled across this documentary. And he was like doing pretty good. Like it was his lean angle was like 55 or something degrees. I think the MotoGP dudes are like 62.
Yeah, so
it's
he's
like
up there.
fucking he's getting into it. Like that's not.
And Rossi picked up the F1 car reasonably quickly too. And
It
lot
didn't
of
have
those
the
guys,
thing is it didn't have the anti-stall in it. The one that he was riding. So it was like it's one of the really difficult no assist older ones, which I'm assuming is funner to drive. But he took him a second, but he come pretty good.
Yeah. And I think you see that with a lot of those guys that are just naturally born.
good at stuff.
Well, you even see like Ken Block's daughter.
Yeah.
She's dominated the World Rally Series last or 2 years ago.
She set a record up Pikes Peak. Yeah.
But then jumped into the girls, like the Formula Academy.
Yeah.
And within a couple of races was fighting for seconds and
that's
thirds
so good,
in open wheelers. So
it's going to happen when your dad's put you in the passenger seat of a car,
any of his cars.
You know, like you're going to learn. It's like the same. It's the same as any sport. I think. Yeah, you're always going to have a huge advantage if you learn the sport when you're a kid.
Yeah,
because like your brain just like same as like dirt bike riding. You can learn it as an adult. But you're never going to be as confident. You're clunky, and it doesn't matter how much. You can get good at it, but you're just never going to be as natural or as fluent as a kid that got his first Pee-wee 50.
Yeah, and it's like shooting pistols.
Yeah,
it's muscle memory. The best thing I did, I was clunky as hell when I first started shooting pistol. First thing I did was just spent every night open mag and just playing with it. Just racking the slide, just watching TV, just dicking around. Yeah. Even if with an empty mag. Yeah. Just using those switches, using those buttons, lock the slide, and it just gets to a point where in the dark at night at Pistol Club, you get a jam, you just instinctively know, this is my slide lock, this is how I clear it, this is how I check it, and it's just like your hands just get in tune.
You don't even think about it. You can just do it one-handed while you're talking to someone, and then you just fucking get back to it.
And I suppose like same thing driving a manual car. I suppose like how many it's like riding a bike. Yeah, is what they're saying is obviously, but like
except I think you can forget how to ride a bike.
Probably.
I reckon if you didn't ride a bike for long enough, you'd have to learn again.
But I think your body would pick up the balance.
Rubbish. Maybe you just learn the fundamental skill.
I know when I started riding push bikes again, when the kids started riding bikes, riding on the road was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, okay.
You'd just be like, if you're riding along, and I used to do like 2 or 3K ride in the morning.
Yeah.
And you'd have the wind going through your helmet, you're sort of looking over your shoulder, is there a car coming?
Yeah.
Whereas when you're a kid,
you cares. Fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd bounce anyway. It wouldn't matter as an adult.
Yeah, but I did find, like, I had no issue riding a bike, but you just find like the
Yeah. The little voice in your brain tells you can die at some
and
point.
even going back into basketball, like it was like you just lose that court awareness. You go, yep, I'm gonna dribble here. I'm gonna cut behind this bloke and pass to him. Yeah. You get the first bloke and you just go, fuck. Everything's happening way slower than you thought it would in your head.
Yeah.
And the young fellas just walk straight through you because they can see you coming a mile away. You think you're just keeping up with them, or you're like, yep, he's running down. I'll pass there and it'll be right to him, and you'll pass, and it's just like you haven't even seen this guy that's intercepted, and it's just gone.
Yeah.
So you just lose, I think you just lose that mental acuity.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Well, you lose your neuroplasticity, right? Like that's the point of getting old, and that's why you have to do like puzzles or like video games. Super interesting fact. Like Alzheimer's in nursing homes gets better if they play video games. Yep. They like give them, and it's not like the boring math ones. We're talking like fast twitch shooters, puzzle games like, like Uncharted,
Tomb Raiders,
Uncharted, where you got to like solve little puzzles along the way. Their Alzheimer's gets better. Like I don't think anyone's ever been healed by Alzheimer's, but they get their brains get better, and old people's brains deteriorate slower if it's.
Yep. Well, they say that about surgeons too.
Yeah.
Surgeons that play regular video games are 30%. Like it was something high. It was like high 20s, low 30s. Better. Yeah. On the table.
Yeah, I'd believe it. Like the reflexes you need. Like, well, you know for yourself, like if you stop playing a video game, it doesn't matter what it is, mate, and you get back into it again,
every time I play.
Yeah, slapped. They just treat you like a... Yeah, anyway, it's demoralising. Like it takes the fun out of the game entirely. But then once you've started playing it again for a couple of nights,
slowly pick it up again.
You get good at it again. But if you like don't play it for a while, you're just hopeless. Like just absolutely dog shit. So there's definitely something for it.
How do you reckon they're going to go with? We were talking off camera that EA's just been sold to the Saudis.
Super interesting.
And I was wondering because it was $55 billion.
$55 billion.
Big purchase.
Big purchase.
Does that then give them an overarching say in development? Like, are we going to see Call of Duty games now where they're not fighting that?
No more Arabs.
we're gonna go and fight someone else, fight the Koreans or something.
Turkish or something like that.
I was just like, I wonder how much, whether they've just bought it as an investment, because it was the Saudi public investment trust or whatever they are.
Saudi Public Investment Fund.
So whether they've just bought it as a big, they must see potential in for $55 billion.
$55 billion is a lot. You got to sell a lot of video games for $55 billion. That's a lot.
That's higher than money laundering figures. You know what I mean? Like,
that's huge.
You're not just rinsing $55 billion in a technology company.
I don't know because, I guess it depends. The real facts of the deal haven't come out. Obviously, we just spoke about this and we just did like a very quick overview of it. But generally, if an investment company buys a company, they're buying all the people, all the management,
they're just taking over the back end.
They're literally just taking over the back end of who gets the profits after the quarters and financial years are done.
Yep.
They occasionally inject their own person into the manager group or the board, but rarely do they then sit on the board.
They go, right, we're only making...
Yeah, they go, hey, like we paid fucking 50. Yeah, they very rarely do they like... There has been times where it's changed the board and then the board then changed their goals and the goals then change. But I would be super surprised if they fucked.
I would be really funny if they start flipping the whole angle of...
Well, they could. They own it now. They can do whatever they want. Whether that's a smart idea or not, I don't know. But whether they care... I think I read the other day that one of the Saudi princes is worth like... $2.something trillion. So $55 billion. When you're worth $2 trillion,
it's nothing.
Is like a
well,
percent.
Well, that's like $55 million to Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Like from billions to millions.
Yeah, millions to billions is then billions to trillions. Yep. So it's like percents. Yeah. Like it's a small...
Nothing. Yeah.
It'd be equivalent to us. Yeah, it'd be equivalent to us buying a $50 thing.
Carton of beers this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So... maybe fun money. Who cares? They tried to buy the F1. Like they just do shit. Maybe they did buy.
They did buy the F1.
They did buy the F1. Yeah. So
just cause.
So I guess you're gonna have, if you've got massive money and the way the world's going, you've got huge money from oil.
Yep.
And you know that eventually it's probably not going to be as valuable, maybe. I think it's always going to be. I think oil is going to be super valuable. Weird thing. They found out that oil is renewable.
Don't tell the government.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't.
How's it renewable?
So they think it's.
Do we need to lean in again?
Yeah, we need to get
sneaky, sneaky podcast.
Yeah, shh, whisper. They think it's a so. Depends how far back you want to go, but JP Morgan and the Rockefellers and that have owned a lot of stuff for a really long time, and they're the ones that made the curriculum for modern schooling. And so when they created that, they owned a lot of the iron and a lot of the mines and a lot of the oil stuff. And they created the same model as what the diamond guys did, is a shortage of supply model. So they coined the term fossil fuels. Before that, there was no there was no fucking cars. This was when we were just using it in lanterns. Yeah. So this is like Industrial Revolution time. This is like super early cars. It was still horse-drawn cars, or like early days. So modern combustion and our reliance on plastic and fuel was very different. But they coined the term fossil fuels, and they created the curriculum that said it's made from dinosaurs and it will run out. We'll run out of dinosaur deposits that make the dinosaurs, so buy up now, which then raises the price of oil.
Yeah.
And it created this what do you call it? Like a
well, it's a false economy.
Well, yeah, like fuck me. What's the word for it? Like when something's going to run out model, like a scarcity model. It created a scarcity model. Fuck me, Ben. It created a scarcity model for oil. What recent researchers have found is they think it's a side effect from the mantle rubbing against the crust creates oil.
Yeah, right.
So they once again, do your own research, people. Please do your own research. But there is very, very new tentative data that thinks that maybe it's not from the dinosaurs, and that's been a pretty touchy subject.
What am I going to do with all my shares in dinosaurs?
Yeah, that's right. Your dinosaur shares
wasted money
to fucking tank. So there's a very high chance that it doesn't come from dinosaur reserves or fossil reserves.
There can't have been the amount of dinosaurs on the earth.
Look, don't put logic into this, Strickland. We're not talking logic. We're talking what we've been taught at schools.
But it just can't be.
Yeah, it can't be. So they think that maybe it's a byproduct of the lower mantle and the core turning its nuclear waste into whatever the fuck oil is. So anyway, do your own research. But that's not the... there's a long history of the JP Morgans and the Rockefellers owning lots of stuff and changing the course of history to suit their
what
businesses.
They're doing. Yep.
One that I've learnt recently is JP Morgan and Tesla. So, this is...
OG Tesla.
OG Tesla. Yeah. So,
Nikola
Tesla.
Not Elon.
No. So, Nikola Tesla was fucking around with a heap of stuff. So, nobody really knows what. It all got confiscated. But he was messing with energy weapons, wireless communications, and wireless power. We know those three things for sure. He rung JP Morgan and asked for more funding. And JP Morgan asked him, what do you need the funding for?
Did he ring him or did he
telegram him? Telegrammed him, whatever he did.
We've got to get the facts right.
Well, yeah, we're a very factual podcast. Send him a fucking letter on a horse.
Text.
I don't know, send him a text. Who the fuck knows? That he needed more funding for one of his projects. And he said, I thought you had sorted out the wireless communication thing. And he's like, yeah, it's all done, but I've moved on to wireless electricity.
Yep.
And JP Morgan at the time owned all the copper mines for the wires for his electricity grid.
Yep.
All the rubber mines for the insulation of the wiring. All the factories that created the generators, all the tree plantations that made the power poles.
Yep.
And what Nikola Tesla was working on would have made his entire business redundant.
Yeah.
And within months, that's when he got raided and they took all of his research and he was dead in his hotel room within 6 months of that phone call. Nobody knows who did it. But
cheeky buggers.
Yeah, so there's been a long history of this stuff happening. Hemp and paper mills is another one of these stories. We don't need to do one after another, but
the cotton gin.
The cotton gin. Yeah, that's right. There's a heap of these things. So it's not inconceivable to think that maybe oil isn't what we thought oil was.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Hot take.
Hot
anyway,
take.
we didn't think we could get fucking...
Once again, we're not into the quantum computing.
No.
We'll give you a hot take.
Yeah, I need a cough button.
You do, yeah. We will. That'll be our next investment.
That'll be our next investment, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Well, that's
the Saudis owning EA.
Saudi owning
EA games.
Yep.
But anyway, that's what we were talking about. So when you have so that's what the UAE and Saudi Arabia and all that are doing now, is diversifying their income potential for in case the oil rush slows, because at the moment they're making incomprehensible money.
Yeah.
But they know that at some point, even if oil is renewable, but it's not the best for the environment. We all know that. Hydrogen's very good. It's one of the most abundant things. So their oil rush still might run out, even though they can have it forever. So they're just being super smart as a government and as a people. They're just buying EA games. They're investing in tourism. They've got... they're pushing manufacturing in there. They're buying F1. They're buying all these entertainment things,
so
tourism stuff.
Spreading their assets out.
Spreading their assets out, because they were literally just oil.
Yeah.
I think diamonds. I think there's some diamonds in Saudi. I don't know. Don't know enough about it. But so they're just doing what anyone does. I guess once you get on the plane of making money, you start then diversifying where your money sits.
Money makes money.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're gonna own some stuff, fucking F1 and EA is probably not a shit thing to own. No,
well, not at the moment. Not with the success of F1 at the moment. So, yeah, I just thought that's a lot of money for a video game company. $55 billion.
Yeah, we should have looked up how much they actually turn over, because that is a lot of money.
I don't reckon they turn over that much. Well, I suppose Call of Duty, and ever since that microtransactions and that's
Is Call of Duty owned by Electronic Arts? I thought it was Activision.
Maybe it is.
That's Activision.
It's probably Activision.
Call of Duty's Activision. Battlefield 6 is EA.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be...
Battlefield franchise is EA. So that's
why I'm getting crossed up. It's going to be a massive spinner. Because
they've always been at odds. Microsoft owns Activision.
Yeah. Look at you go.
Yeah.
I just play the games. I don't look at who owns them. I always skip through the little logo at the start.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the Microsoft is now changing they're diversifying their portfolio. All of the Microsoft only games are now available on PlayStation and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, the losers.
Yeah, it's super weird. But once again, exponential growth model of businesses.
Microsoft has also been outsold by Nintendo and Sony every year since they released the Xbox gaming console. So and sales are way down. There was
way down.
Who's that? One of the big ones in the US aren't even stocking. Costco, maybe one of them aren't even selling Xboxes
anymore. It's just not even a thing. Yeah, well, that'd be why then.
Yeah,
their platform's dying, but they own they a long time ago moved to development instead of software. They develop software, develop games and stuff like that, ages ago.
Yeah.
So I guess that's their business model now. They're getting away from the hardware and doing more software.
Yeah,
maybe.
I suppose so.
They still sell computers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really. PlayStation's far superior to Xbox. Far superior.
Love to carry that one on off the screen, I think.
Far superior. You can keep your Xbox and basketball. Nobody fucking wants it.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you.
Go and sit down by yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, put it in the comments, Xbox or PlayStation. We'll put it up as a poll.
Let us know. We'll sort this out.
We'll sort this out up and going. And whether if you are from America... whether you've had Vegemite or not.
Yeah.
And or if you're Australian.
Or if you want some, we can ship some.
Yeah, we'll ship some. Let us know.
We should send some to John, actually.
Oh, we have to. No, I'll bring some. We'll bring some over.
When we go over, yeah. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll do that for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that... I
think that's about us. Cigars are saying we've nearly talked our limit.
Cigars are saying we've nearly talked our limit. I hope, once again,
beers are saying the same.
Beers are empty. Happy days. No, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Wednesday evening, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Sunday, whenever you're in your bath, in your bed, whatever. We've had some interesting feedback of where people listen to our podcast, which is cool. But yeah, you know where to find us. Facebook, Garrison Supply Co. Cigar Club on Facebook, admin at thegarrisonsupplyco.com.au for emails.
Yep.
Reach out.
Share away, comment away, let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods.
And, have a good rest of your week or whatever it is that you're doing. Champions. Thank you.
See you later.